Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah. I'm Dr. Trad, and today I'm going to discuss with clear-cut evidences the subject of the allegations of pedophilia against the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So we are going to use evidences which can be verified, but both sides of, let's say, the discussion. And we are going to go through three main subcategories. The perspective of the Muslims, the perspective vis-a-vis Christians, the perspective vis-a-vis atheists and irreligious groups. So, I have compiled the most effective arguments that I have found, and let's begin. So, let's begin by saying that Aisha, peace be upon her, married Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, by her consent, as proven by the hadith. She was the only virgin and young woman that he married. Okay. He didn't marry her directly at 6 years old, but he waited 3 years till she reached 9 years old to go through the intercourse. So let me correct myself. He did marry Aisha at 6 years old, but he didn't go through the intercourse until she reached puberty, until she reached 9 years old. People are going to say, well, there is no proof that that he was waiting for her puberty, or that she reached puberty. No. If indeed he was a pedophile and, like you say, a fake prophet, why have he had to wait 3 years? She was 6 years old at the time, and he was a prophet, and nobody is going to go inside his home to check. Why did he have to wait 3 years? It was absolutely normal, like we will see, to marry people at the very young age of 9 years old. Indeed, at 9 years old, like we will see, at that time, Aisha considered herself to be a woman, that she already obtained the age of maturity. In fact, we will read in her own saying. So, Aisha considered herself to be a woman at the age of 9 when she stated, the hadith, by the way, is in Sunan at-Tirmidhi, hadith number 1027. When the girl reaches 9 years of age, she is a woman. I repeat, Aisha said, when the girl reaches 9 years of age, she is a woman. This is what Aisha said herself. So she was indeed a woman. She considered herself a woman. Let's continue. Like we said, she was the only virgin, a young woman he married. Pedophile? He was a prophet, considered a prophet. So if he wanted, he would have stockpiled hundreds of young children, of immature children. Let's repeat that. She loved Aisha, we are speaking about Aisha, of course. She loved him so much that she was known for her jealousy vis-a-vis his first wife, Khadija. By the way, Khadija, his first wife, was 15 years old, 15 years older than the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when they married. Although she was dead afterwards, so when she passed away, and although Aisha never met Khadija, here is a taste of the kind of love Aisha was feeling for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. How can it he, that woman like me, should not feel jealous in regard to a husband like you? This is in Sahih Muslim, book hadith number 6759. So you see that she was very jealous about vis-a-vis the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In the authentic hadith, the marriage was consummated only when she reached 9 years old again. And also, reading the hadith, it indicates that at this age she reached sexual maturity. In fact, there is a consensus among scholars. Plus, we can already see in the hadith that there is the hair loss, then the growth, and these are signs which can be indicating the maturity, the physiological maturity process. After also another point which is usually brought by enemies of Islam, they say in that hadith that Aisha was clearly a child. Why? Because she was playing with dolls. Well, they forgot that playing with dolls is not only for gender. In fact, not only for that time, which is a very different time, but also till now, till today, you found even in Western countries 20 years old full-grown women who have their Barbies, their Barbies, their Kitty, etc., etc., and they play with them. So let's continue. After Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, passed away, after he died, Aisha became the most knowledgeable and devout woman in Islamic history. She was teaching Islam for hundreds of women and men, companions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Aisha was known as a top Islamic scholar. She was teaching Islam to the most beloved companions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We are speaking about men and women. A victim of rape, imagine a victim of rape by a fake prophet, and that victim, afterwards, what she became? An Islamic teacher and a top leader. And she was brilliant, of course. Not a single time the enemy, this is the other point which I wanted to bring, not a single time the enemy of Islam at that time used to attack Islam, neither Arab